Technology, 835th stream.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. We are on to 835 challenge, and we're back working on the HiSite project again. So I haven't really done anything hardware-wise, but I have been thinking of the next approach for this project. I want to see if it's possible to combine the end of this part that does the iris. I want to integrate this plastic into effectively the part that's on the end. So this won't be a flat surface anymore, but I think I could print it in this direction and sort of bridge the gap in between to allow these features, I know it's a little hard to see, these weird intricate features in the top part of this part. I'm definitely going to need to cut out, I think, 2 small features on this. So I got to pull out the little notch right here, kind of hard, right here. And I got to remove this little retaining tab as well. I want to keep the sensor. I think that's enough space because I only need a 12mm square removed from that. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Look at CAD. Not much has changed since the last time. I think it was a couple days ago. We go ahead and make this part transparent, and this part as well. So see, these 2 models are sort of intersecting right now. That's what sort of gives it this weird pattern. Pull around the edge. So there's definitely some intersections. If I make this transparent as well. Yeah, you can sort of see where it collides. Now, I've made this as a solid body, so this is as high as the features go. So a lot of this will be removed today. And the lens does stick through, but there is a recess inside of the iris. The camera should fit. I mean, I dimensioned it, so it should fit. I know there is a difference between the lens that's on here, wide angle, and the full-size HD, well, the normal lens. I am failing to find where the heck I put that. Ah, here it is. So the slight difference is that this is the model for the wide, so I don't foresee too many issues. So that's the plan for the day. If anything, I might even be able to get more space out of this with the camera closer. But I don't want to push my look too far. I want to keep it as far away as possible. And then I can go ahead and start dremeling out the tabs that are left on the camera itself. So the camera model like cut these tabs off for the retainment. That's the only way to make this PCB fit. Other than that, I mean, it's close. But other than that, it's the only modifications we need to do. And the best way to do that is go ahead and fit one of these on the camera, and then take a grinder and grind off those tabs. But I want to leave that as far into the process as possible because I don't want to ruin a $35 component. The other thing I need to be working on is PCBs for the USB-C, because right now there's no way to power this. I might hotwire it with a couple of wires before I move forward, and just have those leads coming out just to power it up, make sure everything's working. So that's the plan for today. Let's see. So I did find the orientation out, and the orientation of this does match. So hard to see, but I'm gonna remove this retainer. Actually has the wire feed down, and then it locks into place this way. And there's 3 screws, so 1 here, and then 2 on the top. Yeah. And so I want to replicate how this is, and then put that on the part. Now that I think about it, I guess I don't need to replicate this, I just need to replicate the mating part, which might be easier. Maybe that's my approach. Maybe I should change that up. Try that, because this comes flush, so I have to go at least 0.5 millimeter down to start with. Gee, the 0.5 millimeter might just be fine to leave alone. .089 millimeter, 80.89 millimeter. Yeah, that should make it 0.2 of a gap. So if anything, I need to reduce this by 0.3. I can modify it later. I don't need to get it. This is a multi-step process. So given that, the side with the gap, which on this unit is going to be the side with, I have problems thinking about this. Yeah, the side with the gap has to go, this gap, okay, this gap has to go with the screw. No, against the screw, opposite side. So the front needs, the back needs the screw. Okay, I know what I'm doing. It's 1 millimeter from the center. We're going to suppress those. Millimeter, and I already know what size hole I need to make that. I think it's a 1 millimeter hole. What did we do on the body? As a 1 millimeter hole. They use the same screw size, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm also going to suppress the chamfer. This is not needed. The ring. It's about 28 millimeters. Yeah, 28. Let's press that. part down the way. Don't want to scratch my monitor. 3.15. 3.15. 3.3. 3.18. 3.15 seems to be about right. Let's measure the mating part. 2.93. 0.96. And at most, with the sensor, we're getting 4 point something, but the ring itself doesn't have to go all that far down. Actually, I suppose it really doesn't matter what the depth is. Maybe I do want to go as high as possible. Make it 4 millimeters. Maybe more. Maybe we make it 4 1/4. That should be enough material to work with. 2.75. 2.75 plus the PCB material thickness, which on the cameras I think is thinner. Oop. Dropped it. It's less than a millimeter. Yeah, it's about a millimeter depth. And what was the depth on here? 2.75, so 3.75. I need a 3 millimeter screw. Well, hopefully the screw doesn't intersect. I'm using a 6 millimeter screw. So it's, let's check my master. It's an M2. It's stainless with a hex 18/8. It's a standard socket, fully threaded. Yeah, they go all the way down to 2. Expensive at 2. You only get 5 of them for 3 millimeter. You get 50 for 10 bucks. 4 millimeter, you get 100 for 15. So it is possible. And there's a chance it's not going to affect it. There's a lot of meat there, it should still work. What's the thinnest material for this? .75. That will be 5 layers thick at 0.1. Oh wait, I'm doing the 0.15. So yeah, I was right the first time. 5 layers should be enough to cover the bridge. So that's reasonable. I want to repeat this on a circular pattern. Pattern the extrusion. Axis is the face. Oh, right, feature pack. It's centered, and then it's processing. So according to Onshape, patterning is not the most efficient way of using the processing, but it will work. Which is annoying because I use patterns all the time, and it seems like every piece of software struggles with it, even SolidWorks. But Onshape's just really terrible at it. Because a lot of the issues comes down to just processing power. I mean, I'm asking for 3 holes and it's having a problem doing it. The whole pattern on the camera. While I'm here, I might as well do something. $21. Okay, the screws are actually going to be the issue. We can always drop it down to 3mm screws. Just based on the orientation of how this is going to have to play out. Fortunately, if it was the other way around, that'd still be an issue. It actually would. Barely. It would barely be an issue in the other direction. It's fine. I'll just order shorter screws or cut these down or whatever. This is annoying. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Is it broken? Better not have broken. Tired of this. that seemed to kick it. Let's see if we can do the pattern again. Okay, this seems like it's doing what I need it to do. I just have to figure out what angle these are. I don't have any equipment I can use that for. 16.5 pull the hole. Well, it's more than that actually. Let's try 150. I mean, that looks about right. I could see them Apple using a pretty good number for something like that. Let's add this around, because I have a feeling that that might make my decisions a little easier. Let's go with 3.
Freedom DAO. We here making time machine. Freedom
Shenanigans.
DAO.
Good to see
Greeting.
you again. Thank you so much for that raid. Wow, 22 people. That might actually be a record for this channel. Welcome on in, Raiders. Let me finish up this one part, and then I can give a proper introduction. Extrusion, remove.
Shenanigans. Shani 8L grab Shani 8 ROARG Shani 8 R grab. Shenanigans. Had to stop by when I saw you drawing in CAD. I was setting up a CNC tonight and it seemed fitting. Freedom DAO. At Shenanigans, you should do some quantum engineering one day with us. Good luck, Conseen. Bleeding Rain. Welcome, streamers.
Well, good to have you all here. Let me talk a little bit about the project I'm working on. I set that to like 1 millimeter. Probably good enough. Okay, so I have an old Apple iSight, which is an old webcam from like 2002. I have hollowed it out, took out the guts, and I am putting a Raspberry Pi and a camera inside of the shell. So I already got another Raspberry Pi in here. Camera fits behind here. I'm still going to maintain the really cool like iris mechanism it came with. I want to keep everything within the containment of the part. So I've spent the last week, maybe two, I'm losing track, modeling everything in Onshape. So Onshape is like a cloud-based...
The underscore would underscore joined. Ooh. I don't recognize this software.
Yeah, so this is Onshape. I need to change screens. This is Onshape. I've never used it before until this project. So it's made by the guys who used to work on SolidWorks, which is a software I'm very familiar with. So the ability to start using this has been pretty quick. It's free for the most part, as long as you're okay with your files being public work. I'm okay with that. I don't plan on making any money with this. It's an okay piece of software. It's got its downsides.
Freedom DAO. Raspberry Pi are good. I like using them for developing. Freedom DAO. Are you going to 3D print it in metal?
I'm just gonna continue with FDM plastic. I use PETG. It's fairly robust for what I work with. It doesn't melt. It holds up to high temperatures. I mean, melt is in like relatively. I have gotten devices hot enough to melt PETG. But the idea is just to fit it inside this case because it's really cool. I've been working on this PiCam project for a while where you can remotely access it. I'm developing a new interface for a brand new library that Raspberry Pi is trying to push called PiCam 2. I should be able to get this thing to boot up. Buddy, PiCam open. Could have changed its IP address again. It is working.
Freedom DAO. I was thinking about new 3D print materials. Have you considered using hemp plastic 3D printed?
Hemp plastic? No, I'm fairly boring when it comes to the type of materials I print with. PETG is just a good all-rounder for me. I don't have problems with it. I can get ROS Reach certification for it, which is because I have to specifically pick a type of 3D printed plastic I can get certification for, just based on the type of work that I do. And since I use it at work, it's better if I use it in my personal projects. Then I can be more familiar with it. So I developed the ability to do auto-focusing. I can manually change the focus, which I guess is what I have to do since this isn't quite working. Or was it? Ah, it is working. So this is the new auto-focus camera module from Raspberry Pi. I can do digital zooming. I can change my exposure time, which is hard to do in a well-lit area. Change my gain, contrast, saturation. I can make it black and white if I want to, or go really, really out there. So this is all done through a web interface. So this has been maybe a month's worth of work. I can flip my image around if I want to.
Freedom DAO. Is it possible to use OCR with this too, or the Raspberry a bit too slow?
OCR. Not familiar with OCR. Not Oscar. Optical character recognition. Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't. The PiCam 2 is fairly good at processing because it is essentially a Raspberry Pi 3 with only, I think, half a gig of RAM, or maybe they upgraded it to a gig. Behind the scenes, this is already, I believe, running. What's it called? OpenCV in order to do the acquisition. That's why I'm able to do all the processing with it. But this is a new library. I think it's actually had a couple updates since I started this project, and the last time I tried to update it, it broke. So there's going to be a bit of time before I'm able to upload this.
Freedom DAO. Nice. I just ran my first quantum program I wrote, so I'm hyped tonight. Your project really inspiring. It's so hard for me to do hardware. My dream is doing quantum hardware.
I've never dealt with quantum hardware. It seems like completely out of my range of capability. I'm a good all-rounder. I'm a roboticist by trade. So I do a lot of computer, electrical, and mechanical. So this project's kind of right up my alley. This is the kind of work I like doing. But any of this new stuff that's coming out, I've been playing around with a little bit of AI, but not a whole lot. But quantum is completely out of my realm. I feel. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just haven't found the right project to try it with. Because I only really learn from things that I work on.
Freedom DAO. Ah, nice. Yay. I mainly build robots, but my robots basically convinced me to do quantum. LUL. I'm just a noob too.
I have a few other projects on this desk. If I'm not doing programming, I'm doing CAD. If I'm not doing CAD, I'm building something. Occasionally, I'll do video games. If I found a game I really want to play, I'll stream that for days on end. But this is the sort of stuff I like doing. I spend an hour every day streaming, and I have to make that hour count. And that's why it's got that day counter up there of 835 days, because I have literally streamed for 835 days in a row. So if you're looking for a streamer that's streaming every day and is really hard to get a hold of because I only do it for about an hour, I'm your guy.
Freedom DAO. 6 Stream Bro, you got lot of talent and thanks for sharing hardware innovation.
Yeah, if I do get the updated library from PyCam from Raspberry Pi and get it working, I will absolutely be open sourcing this project. I want no money from this, and I want to just share that knowledge out there. I think this is the first project to go this far in depth with the library, other than those developing the library. Okay, so I need to get back to the camera mount. Is that a millimeter? I know I did a cut extrude of a millimeter, but I'm not sure if it actually is that. And of course, the calipers turn themselves off. Two 1.14 1.28. So it could be 1.25, which might be the screw head height. We'll go with 1.3.
Freedom DAO. Yeah, I been messin' with InWorld I, it's kinda fun, lets you build characters. It would be cool to have a Roomba with a TV on it and your camera PI or 2 of them for 2 eyes. Looking in 360.
Actually, I got something under my desk that's similar to that. Let's see if I can grab it. This is a project that I started and I have not gotten back to, but I fully want to get back to it.
Freedom DAO. Ah, nice. LUL sick.
So this is my Ryobot. It's really hard to put on screen. Actually, what I can do is, since this is kind of what this project is made for, I'm gonna put it down on my desk, and I'm gonna use the camera, the Pi camera, to do the recording. This way. So this is what I call Ryobot. So naturally, it's got a Ryobi battery on the bottom. This is working. Maybe. Interesting that I'm getting a different camera. Oh, I know why I'm getting a different view. There we go. So it's got a Ryobi battery on the bottom.
Freedom DAO. Ryobot nice. I'm huge Ryobi fan.
These are outdoor scooter wheels that I took the bearing out of and put an actual custom hub in there. And then I'm using these things called smart motors. I hope that nobody gets dizzy from this. These are smart motors. And what they do is they have built-in encoders. They do a lot of their own PID looping. These motors are about, I want to say about 20 years old, but I have a ton of them at work from old projects that long since abandoned. And so my goal was to be like, okay, I want to recycle this and get it working. So what was intended on the front was a
Freedom
Raspberry Pi
DAO.
screen.
My fave show as a kid was BattleBots. At it, you have a BattleBot.
Don't have a battle. I don't have the screen within reach, but I do have like part of the case for a Raspberry Pi screen. The thing that stopped me on this project was the fact that I did not have. I suppose I could have done autofocus.
Freedom DAO. Almost LUL, you just need a flamethrower or an aimbot and a paintball gun.
The thing that stopped me from it was I can't get any hold of any more Raspberry Pis without major difficulty. And even though I do have an NDA with Raspberry Pi Foundation, and I am listed as one of the parties able to acquire hardware through the industrial route, I can't even seem to get hold of them in small quantities. Really unfortunate, but that's kind of the nature of the situation. I need them for other things when I do get them. So personal projects are always put on the back burner. Okay, so that was 1.2, 1.3. I was overzealous with that. And those need to be through holes now that I think about it. No, it can't be that wide. I don't have time to look up the screw size. I have the screws here. So let me just measure it. The last thing I want to do is lose these tiny things. Should be 1.2. Wow, they're actually bigger than I thought. 1.42. So if I go 1.5, that might work. Uh, 1.45. I'll be generous. Ooh. 1.4. I'll go through the plastic if I need to. Let me put this back in the box before I lose it. Circular pattern. Suppress. Edit. And include extrusions. No, not extrusion 6. Extrusion 7. Okay, does that match what I have? Not really. What's the measurement? 15.2? Okay, we have to go wider. Woody? It's 19, so smaller than 140. 17.437, that might actually be right. .56. Alright, we'll go with that because I don't quite know. It's probably slightly off because I made the depth of the holes a little bigger. probably close. It's gonna be tough to bridge that, but I think it'll work. So that should fit everything, but there might be a notch. There is a notch. So there is an indexing notch that I need to take out. Notch is 2 millimeters wide. Wow, they made that nice and easy. What's the recess? Oh, the recess was way bigger. It's 5. Much material I need to remove. About a millimeter. So this needs to be right. Oh, it's a curved notch. Well, that doesn't really matter.
Numlock Beard Edler 78.
No.
Hi.
You dare. Bastard. I liked the old spam blocker that I made. It was really effective. If you didn't set your color a certain way, it would just straight up not read your message and it instantly flag it. But the new chat doesn't do that. I need to get around to combining the two features. You know what? It can be round. Why? 5. Bring that out. Oh, I made the stupid mistake of that. How far out can you go? There we go. I said 1 millimeter. So 16. Right? No, that can't be right. Well, that's 14. Oh, so this would be 15. That's better. Move. Far down. 3 millimeter. Four and a half. A notch there is. Yeah, about 3. Dang, that comes really close. I feel like that notch needs to be edited. Seems a little more reasonable. Oh, hold on a second. Damn it, this is for the outside, not the inside. Okay, 16 and a half. Which means it's 15 and a half. See, at that point, then, I might as well just make the cutout go all the way through. Yeah, let's just do that. What was this cutout? This one? Go through all. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone on that. No. I'm getting this shit confused. No, I'm doing it right. The notch. Okay, this notch goes somewhere else. I don't know where that. Oh. Okay. Back to square one. That's fine. I was right the first time. Oh, that makes sense with the placement of the LED now. Okay, so that should work. We'll go ahead and make that a new version, version 9. Update linked. Update all. Cleaner. Delete that. Not the right part to remove. Wrong part. There we go. So that should fit in there. It looks like there might be slop, but I'll take that for now so that I can test this part out for later. Well, I mean, it looks right. Let's go ahead and get this sliced up. And we'll look into maybe doing a raid, or maybe we'll just end tonight without it. Exports. Cam mounts. Reload from disk. I could print it in that direction. But I would have to support the whole thing. I think this would be better. Support material. I usually don't like support material, but this is fine. Everywhere? No. From the build plate. Yeah, I only need it in that one section. It should be fine. I'm sure it could bridge that, but I'm going to leave it alone since it's only a 24-minute print. Get that loaded. Alright, let's take a look at who we can raid. I don't see anybody from the making and crafting community, but I do see for retro streaming. Let's go ahead over there. Alright, well, with that, thank you all for tuning in. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much, Snaggins, for that raid. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a raid that's that big, so I really do want to thank you for it. But with that, day 835 of my continuous streaming challenge complete. I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.